Hey guys, Tom601, and today we're saying goodbye to the Yorck, a hull that has caused much discussion in the community as of late, because of course it shares a hull with the Weimar. But as you know, when I finish off certain ships, I like to take them out as a final farewell, show off the last round I played in them as a way to both talk about a tech tree ship and to showcase a good time. This one, a little bit short, but we're on Hotspot, which is one of my favorite maps to play with the German cruisers, just because the points are pretty much designed to go brawling, and the German boats can absolutely brawl. Now, you probably already know Weimar and Yorck, not the thickest of armor, but thankfully they do have a turtleback style shell, or style citadel. So if you get in close, it does make for harder citadels, and that's the kind of way I like to play the Yorck. You could also play the Yorck at a bit of range, and that's absolutely a viable way. But the way I have fun is to push in, especially because you have that excellent sonar. Beyond that, we're running Lutkins as the commander, kind of a full maneuverability build, double rudder on the ship, running Yamamoto and Muller as the two inspirations. Anyways, we enter the cap. We see someone is capping, so we're gonna pop our sonar, and Moss is just needs to kind of accept his fate at this point. He's pushed in too far. There's nothing he can do. He's gone ahead, sent out his torpedoes, and what is this? Another set of torpedoes coming in, because of course, if we look at the team comps, oh boy, do we have a ton of destroyers to go hunting, which is perfect for us because we have very long range sonar that absolutely will love to find out where these guys are. So one destroyer down onto the Fubuki. He is not looking too good right there. Narrowly dodges one torpedo, but of course we have more torpedoes from our friendlies coming in. We launch a set of distraction torps while our main guns reload. In that time, well, he goes down. We're spotted by plane, so we're going to start to turn out Algier. We do need to be wary of that French armor. We're going to duck inside the smoke to try to let us turn out, but sadly, we get spotted anyways. There we go. We drop the smoke fire penalty. Gives us the time to go ahead and turn around. Thankfully, Algier firing AP. What do we see out there? A Nelson not within range of our guns. Algier sailing somewhat broadside. Guns have finished the turn. We've kind of finished our turn. We can start to turn away. Nelson, as expected, also firing HE. We get a beautiful salvo on Algier right there. And now we just need to find a place where we can kind of lay low, drop the cap, engage this Nelson, since he's also somewhat broadside. And German AP is still German AP. It's still going to tear people up. And Nelson sitting flat broadside is an absolute invitation to go ahead and do that. We're almost around this little island nub right there. We do unfortunately drop spot, but Nelson is kind of sailing around. Our teammates are starting to pick up the spot, so we don't have to worry about using our plane. We go ahead, slow down, trying to keep the island between us and the Nelson, though he does seem otherly occupied by our battleship, which has turned the corner off at the far end of sea. But we can still go ahead and just keep chunking him for this damage right here, beautifully. Even though we are spotted, like I said, he is way more distracted with another ship, and we will absolutely take that as we enjoy our time in this spot. And this is what I love about Yorck, and this is what I love about this map, is the way you can charge in there, use the cover of the islands to your advantage, and absolutely dominate caps with the long range sonar that is available on the German cruisers. Anyways, we finally get Nelson is taken care of, and well, there's one other half of the map that needs some assistance. We've only lost one ship so far, which means we're feeling good. We're gonna go ahead. We see that we are spotted already. We need to start turning out because we can see Algier coming in. We want to be able to defend against him, because we know French AP, very disgusting, especially against cruisers. That Algier absolutely could start to citadel us if we are not angled correctly. So we want to get a little bit of angle in our step so that we can fire and turn out. He does not have the same idea. He's going to go ahead and continue sailing broadside. We use our beautiful double rudder to get out of the way of those shells right there. Our next salvo is up. We're going to go ahead and close that angle once again. Unfortunately, this time we don't quite get the citadels that we want, though. And the Algier does kind of learn his lesson, though he is just kind of turning full in. and our Mutsu ends up taking him down. We're on 50 seconds left in our plane. We're going to go ahead and convert back over to HE just because, well, we see that there are still 3 destroyers in the area, and we can assume, based on their previously spotted areas and also the fact that they have a very solid control of B, that is where they're going to be. But Prince Idol Friedrich pops up, and a Moss comes out, most likely trying to chase down our North Carolina, and this is where we are going to do what we can to go ahead and assist our team. Moss should just be 1 salvo. Sadly, we have the AP loaded because we thought we were going to have to take on the Friedrich, so we flip back over to HE. Plane is still up, and we see that he's been sideways, so we need to be prepared to start to maneuver. Sadly, we do have our engines knocked out. We realize just a little too late, 1 torpedo hits us and takes us down a mighty amount, though we do end up missing out on a bunch of those torpedoes, so thankfully that didn't take us down. Fubuki pops up right there. We are currently being targeted by 2 people, so we need to be a little bit careful, but if we can finish off this Fubuki, it will definitely assist our team. He goes up behind the island there. Moss decides it's his turn to open up. I mean, he has quarter pen. He could take down a very low health Yorck, maybe if he had a little bit more health. We're waiting to see if that Moss wants to peek over that right-hand side of the island. He doesn't, or that Fubuki wanted to peek. Moss still out in the open, and are we going to be able to finish him? Probably not here. Waiting on that reload. Here we go. He turns out, giving us a beautiful broadside, which means torpedoes are on the way. Thankfully, we survived that a little bit, but we are on fire. That fire is probably going to kill us. And there is a full health New Mexico, who is the last person on the enemy team. And we can all guess what he's going to do right here. Finish us off. But that was our last game in the Yorck. An exciting one, a fun one, and that's all I really care about when playing this game, is having some fun. And that was absolutely a ton of fun to go on and play the Yorck. Yorck, fun ship. It does share its hull with Weimar, which can make it fairly quickly to get off the map sometimes. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.